Hey guys, we are back in the one drift car that works all the time, and we're actually driving it over to somewhere. Well, would you look at what's back in Florida? So my friend Tommy actually went up with his girlfriend in Connecticut, and he brought the trailer back down. So we got the 240, and once we finish up on the Skyline and Nicole's car, we can get to figuring out what is up with this thing. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a tough time filming today. There's like a million things going on, and I'm like, sometimes when there's too much going on, I start to get really anxious because there's like a million things racing through my head and like trying to remember this and that and focus on this and trying to be on time for this and upload that and do this. And for me, I'm either like smooth, calm and collected or just like full berserk. And right now it's full berserk mode and I'm a little out of it. You guys might recognize this, but my friend Tommy actually made a pit stop at another friend of mine's shop while he was on his way down. You might know him as Tommy F. Yeah. And I bought an RB26 cover for my RB off him. If you aren't familiar with RBs or anything, they actually have better back, which is supposed to help with blow by, and they're beautiful compared to RB25 covers. You do have to modify the front cover a little bit, but that should be easy enough. Just for the VTC, you have to like kind of cut a hole. And I also picked up off of him our trans that we're gonna be doing on the R32, which is actually a Z32 trans. So on these cars, you can use a Z32 trans with an RB bell housing, and it's essentially the same as an RB25 trans, but much cheaper and easier to find. And conveniently enough, he already has a bracket on it that he had made for an R32. It's solid mounted, so you might want to add like a rubber bushing or something, but that'll be very convenient because you can't really find these anywhere. It's got a shifter bracket too, although I have one of those. But they're supposed to be good for handling a lot of power. I wanted to do a CDO9, but I thought that this would just kind of like simplify the process a little bit and be cool for a change to try something different. Now I just got to get a drive shaft made. Thoughts, Alberto? What do you think?
Oh, it looks simple enough. That saves a lot of work.
Yeah, and hopefully we don't have to bang out the training tunnel as much. We might, I mean, honestly, me and Alberto, we really enjoy banging out training tunnels, but...
Wait, after it's painted, we're gonna... No, it should be the same size. What would we have to hammer it?
No, it's bigger. It's way bigger. I think. I don't know, actually. Maybe.
It doesn't look that much bigger.
Okay, well, it's fine, it's fine. We don't care. All right, Alberto. You think you're so funny, don't you?
Yes.
All right, walk us through what you did to my Skyline.
Well, I made it brand new. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner. Don't mind the primer parts. Those are factory supposed to be there kind of thing.
Ooh, I like this. This looks really good. So, kind of predicting where the throttle body is gonna end up with our intercooler piping, Alberto went ahead and cut a hole now rather than waiting till after, because it'd be very hard to access this one.
It's like so sharp. I don't know what they cut that with. It's like, it has teeth.
It looks like one of those crinkle cuts, like when you're a kid and you have those scissors that make the edges. Should we have grinded that down?
I was gonna try to put a piece of metal there, but I couldn't find anything on the warehouse or here to like patch it up. So I was like, yeah, maybe later or something.
Randy might have one. Should I ask Randy to do it?
What?
To tack a piece of metal there or something?
If he has one, that would be great, and then put seam sealer in it so it doesn't like get water through it.
Yeah, I can ask him.
I also did this. Look, so remember I have two holes here?
Yeah.
And it looked really ugly. It has this nice plate here, so I just went ahead and cut the middle part and smooth it down so it's just one nice factory looking hole.
He also, if you remember, there used to be a tray here for the battery. He got this little tool from Harbor Freight that takes out tack welds. You want to show us?
Here it is.
Can I see what the bit looks like? Because I'm really curious.
Yeah. The biggest hole saw bit ever.
Let me see. So, let me look at this and understand. Okay, so it basically prevents it from going too deep. So that way...
No, it can't go too deep.
Oh, it can?
You just have to like... This is to like line it up, so like... You gotta put this on so it has like something to move so it doesn't slide around. Mm-hmm. This is spring loaded, so it pushes in as you're drilling.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Tight. So he's got everything all taped up and scuffed and pretty much ready for Randy to spray. So now we just gotta throw this thing in the trailer and she should look brand new. Here's a good before shot so you guys get an idea. And I know it seems a little bit excessive painting the bay, but it's one of those things you don't ever get a chance to do again. And it was pretty cruddy. Like, it's definitely not shiny white. It's very faded. There's even some rust spots back here that I just want this thing to be tidy and to start with a nice, clean starting point rather than kind of having everything just kind of rushed and icky. I saw some questions from you guys pertaining to the fact that Alberto has been like constantly around and like kind of confusion because For him to be helping out so much, he must be like an amazing friend, and he is 100%. But I do pay him, and this whole Skyline thing kind of worked out perfectly because with his new apartment and his girlfriend, he's been trying to make some more money, so the timing of everything kind of worked out, and I was able to really jump on this RB build because I know Alberto wanted a lot more work, so it's worked out really well, and that's why he's been over almost every single day, putting in a ton of time working with me on the Skyline, and that's awesome because he's a great friend, and to be able to just go ham on it together, it's just a really awesome situation, and in my garage yet. Days like yesterday when we were away, it helps so much to have someone on the project keeping it going. Otherwise, you know, one thing leads to another, then I can't get the car to Randy until the next day, and then something happens and then it turns into a week. So like every day counts, and I'm so thankful that we're able to do stuff in a timely manner. Look who it is! What up? All right, give me the rundown.
Alberto did a good job pretty much tearing down the bay. We're just going over it, taking off like any like fine scratches and stuff like that. Getting it ready for primer and then sealer. And then put some color.
Randy went crazy on the Skyline Bay. Literally like 3 hours after I dropped it off, he's starting to send me photos of the bay already painted. Like hour after that, clear on the bay. And now the next day, I'm gonna be picking it up already. So in tomorrow's video, you guys will see how crazy the bay looks. I'm so stoked. So look forward to that. And then we're also gonna try to finish up Nicole's body kit, which like includes like side skirts and a bunch of stuff to make the front end kind of fit right. So I just wanna get that knocked out, and then we'll probably start working on the Skyline the following day, let the paint cure, harden up a little bit more, but it's rad. It's very rad. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it more than ever. Hope you're still stoked on this project. I'm very excited to get it ripping. So thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.